Brothers and sisters, welcome to the three-time award-winning audio podcast channel, Duke Loves Rasslin. We are the exclusive home of the Devon the Duke podcast featuring WWE Hall of Famer Devon Dudley. And of course, our flagship interview show, Duke Loves Rasslin. We're bringing you the informative, hilarious, and enjoyable episodes each and every week. Subscribe, like, and share with everyone you know so you don't miss a single episode. Duke Loves Rasslin, available wherever you listen to podcasts, including Spotify. That's right.
Devon and the Duke bring the heat. Wrestling tales knock you off your seat. Tune in now, don't you be late. Wrestling podcast never felt this great. Chairs, they tell it all, from the highest highs to the lowest fall. Great and glory tales from the ring. Every chant, every cheer they'll bring. Devon and the Duke bring the heat. Wrestling tales knock you off your seat. Tune in now, don't you be late. Wrestling podcast never felt this great.
Brothers and sisters, I am here to let you know that I'm very upset. I am beside myself as we open the three-time award-winning Devon and the Duke podcast, the limited edition podcast hosted by your main man, Duke Loves Rasslin, of course, the Hall of Famer Devon Dudley. I am very upset because Sami Zayn, he was disenfranchised. He was in a situation where there was taxation without representation. Sami Zayn was completely wronged. And I'm telling you right now, brothers and sisters, I am here to stand up for his rights. Okay? Because the person that was allowed to wrong him is a guy who was sitting at home, drinking Pepsi, looking at his beautiful wife, playing with that goofy-looking dog of his, doing everything but the right thing, while Sami Zayn bled, he sweat, and he paid the price of a wrestling lifetime for not only me, for not only the Hall of Famer Devon Dudley, but for all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends in Canada, my friends in Syria, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and Timbuktu are all beside themselves over what happened this past Monday on Raw when that no good Jellyback Humanoid Pepsi drinker CM Punk was able to waltz in and somehow defeat the great Sami Zayn. In this edition of the Devon and the Duke podcast, ladies and gentlemen, Devon and I, and I'm speaking on behalf of Devon right now, Devon and I demand justice. There will be no peace without justice. Justice for Sami Zayn. You got that right. Devon, why don't you let them know?
I'm too busy laughing right now.
Oh, you think it's funny that Sami Zayn was disenfranchised? You think that's okay, huh?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great that you're upset the way you are.
I am beside myself. The man had the belt for 9 days. Do you know how embarrassing that is?
Oh, listen. I'm not a fan of it at all. I'll be honest. No, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Look, I look at it this way. I didn't think it was going to happen. I think the public knew that it was going to be CM Punk. They're in Chicago. And, you know, who else would you have had to come to Raw last Monday night and to actually take on Sami Zayn. But here's the deal: you have to also look at it as the guy that you dislike was put on the shelf. He was taken out very bad. Somebody had to come in and fill in. A phone call was made, and bam. But for a man that's been off for a while, and for a few months, I think, or since WrestleMania, and to come in and to take over where he left off, that gives a lot to CM Punk. So you can sit there and say all you want. Oh boy, I'm laughing. But the bottom line is he got the title. He got it done. I was shocked. I was completely shocked because, like so many people out there, I'm sure they wanted to see Sammy have the title for a long time. But I will say this: I think Sammy as a heel is a lot better than Sammy as a babyface. I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that he will get better traction, not only from the people but from the company, um, in terms of being a heel. A lot of people, it just seemed like a lot of people didn't like babyface Sammy. There was a lot of people that did like it, but there was a lot of people that seemed like they didn't like babyface Sammy. So to me, I think him being a heel is a fantastic move. His gripe about not being prepared, but remember, when you're champion, you got to be prepared for anything. And he wasn't prepared on Monday night. So CM Punk came in, took advantage, which I don't see how, in your case, if you were in the ring with Cody Rhodes and the same situation happened, you would also be in a position to take advantage, and you would. And you a liar if you tell me you wouldn't, because you know damn well you would. But I will say this and point this out, and maybe the fans can agree. You know, Danhausen basically he cursed a few people, um, and they all paid the price. I think you endorsing Sammy, I think that actually cursed him. I think you saying what you said about Cody Rhodes got him beat up and hurt and put in the hospital. So you're like the Danhausen number two. When you endorse somebody, you basically jinx them and they wind up getting taken out or losing. So do me a favor, my friend. Please don't endorse me. I ain't got that much to give anymore. So please don't endorse me. Because you did it to Wimby. We saw what happened there. And now you did it to Sammy. So what does that tell me?
I am beside myself here. And listen, Sami Zayn, if Devon Dudley doesn't want to have your back, that's okay. We know what his problem is because you defeated him in his last WWE match. That's why he wants to give this kind of attitude. He's popping style right now, and I don't like it. So don't worry, Sammy. I have your back on this one, Jack, because I remember the old ROH days. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'm not too fancy to know your career, but let me just put it to you like this, Devon, because I know that you're a CM Punk guy, and you and I have butted heads about this for years. Don't bring up the egg sucking dog Cody Rhodes. We're not talking about him right now, the Ric Flair wannabe. We're not talking about him, the man that would have turned on his daddy, okay, and sided with the Horsemen. We're not talking about him. CM Punk, throughout his entire career, he has been a snake in the grass. He has been a wolf in sheep's clothing. He has tried to convince the world that he, CM Punk, is anti-establishment, that he is the savior, he's the voice of the voiceless, he's all of that. Meanwhile, what has this man done? He's on a part-time schedule. He's out in Hollywood acting in movies. He gets to show up out of nowhere and waltz right in and not only get a title shot, but he gets the deck stacked in his favor. So Sami Zayn slips on a banana peel, and suddenly CM Punk is the champion. I'm just telling you right now, CM Punk is everything that he claimed that he was against. He has put the wool over everyone's eyes, which is why he's a jellyback humanoid. It's as simple as that. Okay? Now, if you don't want to say it, Devon Dudley, I don't know, you might have a deal with Pepsi or something like that. I don't know what's going on. If you don't want to say it, that's okay. The Duke's going to say it. Dirt Sheets quoted right. I'm not for this CM Punk move. I want Triple H written up for this. This is poor management on his part. That match should have never taken place. I want it stricken from the record books. It should have never happened. Come on now, Devon. You got to do better than this, man. Come on now.
You know, I'm a big Sami Zayn fan. And I'm big with him because I've had to produce some of his matches. And I know how Sammy is when it comes to putting together matches. He's very passionate. He's very sincere. He thinks about the other guy that he's in the ring with, or when he was with Kevin Owens, the other two guys. He likes to cover A, B, C, and D. He likes to hit everything right on target. And that is something I used to always love with Sammy. Um, I remember there was a thing where there was a match between, it was him and I forgot who his tag team partner was. It might have been Kevin, I'm not sure. And they're going up against two other guys. And we had put it together because Sammy was doing an appearance. So he was late getting to the building. So we had to get everything started and then have Sammy come in and put his 2 cents into everything once he came in because we were really rushed for time. And we were going to have him fill in the blanks. One, I think his partner said, well, there's no sense of putting this together because Sammy's gonna come and rearrange everything because the way he looks at things. And it's true, he did just that. But I understood him and I understood why he changed a lot of it because he had to put in what he thought was good for him, but most importantly, what was good for the other team and what was good for the match. He did exactly what that term says. He had to do what was best for business. And he did an excellent job. I'll never forget that. But as far as CM Punk goes, you can now call him 8-time WWE champion, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know. He might be on that Cena chase with Randy.
Unbelievable.
I see Randy beating it first, probably, but I can see Punk right on his coattails. And who knows? Maybe Triple H will come out of retirement, which highly unlikely because of the health situation. Maybe he will go for Flair's record and then beat Cena's record. I don't know. You never know. But that's a lot of extra years that has to be added on to him being in the ring again. But I don't know. We'll see. Listen, we don't know what's going on nowadays in the world of pro wrestling. We are baffled at some of the things we see. And we are just at a loss for words for some of the things that occur. But I feel that just like wrestling is like a big circle. It hits his lows and it hits his high, then it hits his high higher, and then it goes right back to the low. Right now, I feel like wrestling's in a little bit of a low. So it's only a matter of time. Maybe Punk is the guy that brings us out of that low and brings us back into the high.
Unbelievable. I don't understand what Sami Zayn did to you other than defeat you in your last WWE match. I don't understand what Sami Zayn did to you to cause you to turn on him, Devon. That's the thing. This is a turn. There's no question about it. And as long as you've known Sami Zayn, you know him way better than you know CM Punk. I am very surprised. That's all I can say. I am surprised at this. Okay? I thought I knew you better than that. Clearly, I don't.
Well, remember, it was a tag team effort. It was myself and Bubba versus Sammy and Neville. So it wasn't just Sammy that beat me. It was both of them.
So what does that mean? You got something for Neville too? That sounds like a threat.
Listen, I've been in a ring with Neville many times, and he's just as high flying and dangerous as the Hardys. So no, I ain't looking to get in the ring with Sammy. I mean, Neville. No, that man ain't gonna have me breathing out of content and freaking kicking my butt with these flips and flies and all of that stuff he does. No way. I don't want no part of that.
Listen,
That's too fast paced for me, so to speak.
when that dude does that corkscrew splash or whatever from the top rope, I can't even imagine you being on the receiving end of something like that. What
Listen,
in
when
the
I was
world?
at when I was at my healthiest and I took it, man, it hurt. He's a small man in height, but people don't realize he's very thick. He's very muscular. So him jumping up 10 15 feet up in the air and then coming down and you got to catch him, man, that ain't easy. And when you hit that ground with him on top of you, that's 10 times worse, the feeling that you're going to feel. So as far as I'm concerned, I ain't trying to pick a fight with Neville. I ain't trying to get in that ring and freaking lose my mind and have a heart attack because I'm going from one end of the ring to the other at 120 miles an hour. No freaking way.
Unbelievable.
No, give me the young guy that doesn't know anything. That way I can dictate the match and move at my own pace. I ain't messing with these young boys. Uh-uh. I'm 53 years old, about to be 54 come August 1st. I ain't trying to get back in that ring no more. I was in the ring yesterday for the first time in a long time at the wrestling school. I wasn't taking any bumps, but I was trying to teach the art of selling when someone's on you and beating you and showing the students how to give your body and take it away, give your body and take it away. And it felt good, but not good enough to want to go, okay, I'm back. I start sweating. My shirt was drenched. I was like, all right, I know why I stopped doing this.
Listen, you can say whatever you want. We getting you back in that ring because you got to be in there for Oba. And now we know that Neville, we're going to need him to come back and finish the job once Oba is done with you because you're out of your mind. I guess Sammy owes you one too now because this is ridiculous. I do want to ask you this, though, because again, we know that CM Punk, we see what he's really about. He was just jealous of The Rock and John Cena and Roman Reigns. He was just jealous of everybody, which is why he did pipe bombs and talked all that garbage because he's turned into them now. That's who he is. He's the corporate. He's corporate Punk. That's who he is. But Triple H is playing favorites now. CM Punk had no business with that title match, and I told you that Cody Rhodes that egg sucking dog was never going to get a rematch. I told you that wasn't going to happen. Okay, so Triple H at least did that for me. All right, but for CM Punk to waltz in and get a title match right away, come on now, Devon. Triple H is playing favorites. He is not booking based on business. He's booking on emotion. You got to admit this. This guy has his favorites, and everybody else is everybody else. Come on now, Devon.
Let me ask you a question. Did Vince McMahon do that?
Absolutely not.
Did you a
Absolutely
lie?
not.
And I was there personally. You a lie? And did Bill Watts do it? Absolutely. He had his favorites. Oh, absolutely. Now you want to go further? Let's go Vern Gagne. Did he have his favorites? Absolutely he did.
Listen,
Absolutely. What
I
about what
don't know
about what
what
about
you're
Croc? What
talking
about
about.
what about Crockett? What about Crockett?
Oh no.
Absolutely. I'm going back. Let's talk about Vince Sr. Bruno was his favorite. Rightfully so. Bruno was the man. And of course, we all know Vince, the love he had for Hogan, um, Piper, and no selective group of guys that were in that inner circle at that time. Let's not forget Eric Bischoff with the NWO and everybody else that was even just underneath the NWO. Of course, you're gonna have your favorites. If Hunter wants to have his favorites, so be it. Damn, I wish I was one of his favorites. I'd probably still be there. I'd probably been heavyweight champion. I wouldn't have said no to that. And listen, if they're gonna give the belt to Punk, then you think he's gonna say no? Well, listen, I don't think I should do this because, I don't want the fans to think that you're playing favoritism, or I don't want the fans to think that I don't deserve this. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, money talks, BS walks a marathon. That's what they said in New Jack City. See ya, and I wouldn't want to be ya.
Yeah. I
I love
I can
that. I
see.
love, I love. Hold on one second. I'm going to have my daughter close her ears. Is your ears
Uh-oh.
closed? You better close them because daddy's about to say a bad word. So, what did he say? He said, the guy said, Nico, please, please don't drop me. I'll have your money. I promise. He goes, mm-mm, you don't have my money and you don't have my product. Bullshit. What did he say? Money talks. Bullshit runs the marathon. See ya, and I wouldn't want to be ya. I'm sure that's what CM Punk said. Sorry, sorry, Sammy, but gotta let you go. Gotta let that title out of your hands.
Wow. Wow. And you're
But
okay with
in all
this?
honesty, no. But in all honesty, I was shocked, and I did say to myself, I didn't like it. I thought that Sammy should have gotten a little bit longer run with the title, but a lot of people thought that. But a lot of people knew the minute he won it that it was going to be a short reign. People were saying that all over social media. I said the same thing, but I was just hoping it wasn't going to be true. But it happened to be true. Listen, I was listening to a interview with Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman said, there are certain things that we don't understand on the outside that is being done in the present that's getting something set up for the future. Not and hey, they can be setting something up for the future, and maybe something along the way goes wrong. So now what they had planned, they can't do it now. So now it puts a monkey wrench in the whole storyline. Things change; it never stays the same, and we have to adjust to that. We have to do what's best for business. That's all I can say. Shut it down, Devon. Shut it down, Devon. Testify, Devon. Shut it down.
I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have crossed into an area that is fascinating to me. Devon Dudley is supporting the corporate champion. That's what's happening right now, folks. He is supporting the corporate champion instead of the people's champion, Sami Zayn. Uh, I just don't know. I don't know who this new Devon is. I really don't.
Listen, do me a favor. I want you to repeat after me. It's like speech class all over again. 8-time WWE champion. Say that with me. 8 times. And your winner, CM Punk.
Oh my God.
Don't worry.
Unbelievable.
Don't worry. Listen, one day you might like somebody and don't bring it out. Don't say it on the air. Don't say it anywhere. And that person might win. You want to know why? Because you haven't endorsed them. Poor Wimby is still crying and licking his wounds.
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to endorse. I'm putting a bounty on the head of CM Punk. Not only are you going to get that title off of him, anybody, I want you to take the Pepsi away from him. I want that boy beaten so bad that he won't even want to even hear the name Pepsi. Okay? We're going to break him. We're going to break him in half.
Listen,
Pour some Coke on him. Pour Coca-Cola Classic all over CM Punk. We're going to straighten him out.
listen, give me Pepsi Zero. And if you got to get rid of Pepsi, give me Coke Zero. Although I do prefer Coke Zero over Pepsi One, but I haven't really had enough Pepsi One, or Pepsi Zero, I should say, to help me with my decision on which brand I like the best. Because Coke don't like Pepsi, Pepsi don't like Coke. That's always been the longest running feud ever. If you're an employee of Pepsi or Coke and you're found drinking the other product, from what I heard from people that worked for the organizations, said they would fire you. I don't see how that would be legal, but they've done it, they said. And I believe it. I mean, that's been a rivalry for many, many years between those two. So I prefer to stay in the middle because I like them both. But I do like Coke Zero better. But Pepsi One is inching in.
Listen, new Coke or Crystal Pepsi? That's the real question.
Hmm. Crystal Coke or what?
No, Crystal Pepsi or New Coke. You might be
What the hell
too
is
young. I
Crystal
know you young
Pepsi?
folk. You young folk don't remember. You don't remember the clear Pepsi called Crystal Pepsi? You don't remember that?
I vaguely remember that.
See, you're too young. That's what happened, man. You're
I
too young.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm tired of people telling me my ass is old.
Young fella. You're too young fella. You don't know about that stuff. You know?
Oh God, I miss those days. I miss those days and walking into a locker room and I see one of the, an older wrestler and they go, "Hey, young fella, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" Now when they say that, they say, "Hey, young fella," I'm looking around, I'm like, "Somebody behind me?" I'm
Right?
like,
Who
"What
you
the hell?"
talking
I was
to?
like, "I don't feel that way." Yeah, I'm like, "I don't feel that way no more." Oh man, it's so weird. It's so weird now. I don't know. I just feel it just like it happened overnight.
I got a question about that. I
Hmm.
want you to tell everybody a smell. And I'm not talking about body odor, obviously. I ain't talking about that. Tell everybody a smell that used to exist in locker rooms that don't exist anymore. Whether it's Tiger Balm or maybe a classic cologne or whatever. What's a smell that was always around back in the day, and now these kids it ain't the same?
I gotta remember instead of baby oil, I forgot. Damn, I forgot the name of it. Hot oil, I think they called it. It was something, some type of oil where it didn't have the same lingering effects that baby oil did,
Mm.
but it basically it would absorb in your skin a lot better and keep the shine.
Oh, huh.
I
I wonder if
forgot the
that was like
name
a
of it.
bodybuilding thing. I wonder if it was like a bodybuilding
A
thing.
lot of bodybuilders used it too, but wrestlers really got a hold of it. And I'll remember after this show is over and then bring it up next week. I forgot what it was called. Hot something. I forgot what it called, but a lot, but I would say this. Some of the guys that wore it in the ring, when they would put you in a headlock or you would pick them up or you're selling and you both of you are together and you're selling up and your face happens to be on his arm or in the middle of his chest, it would burn your eyes like crazy to the point
Oh,
where, yeah, it would burn your eyes. It was good in one sense. If you were doing a promo and you wanted that slick shine, you would use it. But man, if you use it in the ring when you were wrestling, it was bad, man. It would burn your eyes and everything to the point where people was just like, please don't wear that. Because it started catching on during the early millennium. And it was huge in the 90s. I
oh, okay.
just can't remember. I can't remember the name of it now. But again, I'll
Hot.
remember.
It was
But it
called hot stuff.
hot
It was called
stuff,
hot stuff.
hot stuff.
There it
That's
is.
what it was.
Hot
And I
stuff.
mean, the name says it all, hot stuff. But nobody thought in a million years that when you put it on your body and you're wrestling and you're sweating and it starts to linger down onto other parts of your body and you have to deal with that and touch it. Or let's just say you put it on your legs. 'Cause a lot of them put it on their legs too. They put on their
Wow.
legs and then they would sweat, of course. And then all of a sudden, you go to pick your opponent up. Maybe you got sweat in your eye. You go to wipe your eye, get the sweat out, and you don't realize that you have the hot stuff on your hand. And now you can't see. Now you look like Muhammad Ali in the fight with the guy who Muhammad Ali claimed did something to his gloves where he couldn't see. I forgot the man he boxed. He had a fight with. It was something to where Ali was boxing him, and when he was boxing him, he went back to the lock. He went back to the corner and said, "I can't see, I can't see." And they were like, "What are you, Angelo Dundee?" His trainer was like, "What do you mean you can't see?" He's like, "My eyes are burning." He goes back out. He boxes the guy again. Ali can't see. It's bad. And finally, he gets to the corner when the bell ends, and he goes, "It's really bad. I think he put something on his gloves." And they were like, "What?" And they went and told the referee. And sure enough, I think they found it that he did put something in his gloves. Ali beat
Wow.
the hell out of him that next round. He beat the hell out of that man. I remember seeing that fight, man. And I was a young kid. I mean, I was as young as my daughters. I was 6 or 7 years old when I saw that fight. And man, Ali beat that man from one corner to the other.
Wow.
Hey, you try to blind me? Come on, sucker. Get up. Get up. I ain't done.
But
Oh,
wait, this is
man.
this is crazy because first of all, getting that in your eyes is nuts because they had different types. So you had wintergreen, cinnamon, capsium, which is that same ingredient that's in most of the peppers, right? Hot peppers has that type of stuff in it. So the hot stuff would trigger your muscles because you get the blood circulating, right?
Right.
So you would
Yep.
feel the heat, the intense heat on there. Like you said, you look all shiny and stuff like that. But if it got into your eyes or your cuts or anything like that, it would burn like hell.
Oh
Man.
God, it would burn. I remember the one person I hated wrestling. uh, a lot of times because I knew he used it all the time. Scott Steiner. Good
Uh
God.
oh.
That
Uh
man
oh.
had hot stuff on every part of his body. And as big as he was, you had to put at least 2 bottles of it on him. And man, he would grab me, put me in a headlock, and I would pull away from him and get away from him because I couldn't see. And be like, Devon, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, what the hell you got on your skin? He goes, oh, it's just the hot stuff. Don't worry about it. I said, Scott, I can't see. I was like, I got to tag out the Bubba. It was bad because I didn't realize how bad hot stuff was until I got in the ring with these guys and it would be on their skin and my face would rub up against it. I'd be like, oh God. So I'd make sure that they couldn't put me in a headlock after that.
Well, bro, they were rubbing chili oil extract. That was the main ingredient for one of the versions of hot stuff. Like literally chili oil. That's the spicy stuff, bro.
Mm.
I can't even imagine it. I can't even imagine it. So if that's rubbing up against you and you got a cut anywhere, oh, you're going to be crying.
Oh,
Golly.
crying ain't the word. Crying ain't the word. And I would
That's
talk to
funny.
Scotty about it all the time. I'd be like, Scotty, you and that damn hot stuff. He was like, Devon, everybody complained, brother. Everybody complained. I was like, yeah, but ain't
Wow.
nobody bad enough to tell you to stop.
I know. That's it. That's exactly it. Damn. Look at
Yeah, it
that,
was it
huh?
was it was bad, man. It was bad back then. Oh, I remember me being in the ring with Bubba. Me and Bubba being in the ring with somebody, and he would lock up with the guy and go behind him, and then put him in a headlock, and then headlock takeover him over to the ground, and then he would, bring him over to me and tag me, and I would hit him when I came in, and then right before Bubba went out, he goes, "Devon, you got that hot stuff crap on him." He's like, "Be careful." I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "All right." Bubba hated it too. He did not like that hot stuff. Oh, let
I
me see.
listen.
I I know Triple H used it a lot. I
Of course
definitely
he did.
know Test. I know Test did. Test was huge on that. Um, Funaki. I mean, all of those guys that had great bodies that didn't wrestle with a shirt on, they all wore it. But then some
Wow.
people started breaking out.
Oh.
So a lot of them had to stop. Yeah, a lot of people were breaking out from it. So
Oh.
whatever they were doing, I don't know if it was from overusage of it over a period of time, or they might have changed the ingredients or whatever they put in there, and it made people break out. It was bad for a while. People were developing rashes and all of that. It was pretty bad.
That's something. Yeah, because I looked it up and it said that companies banned this stuff because people were slipping. So it did get a little slippery at times. It was burning people too much. So it was a pain in the ass. So it just improper etiquette. You can't be rubbing chili oil on your body and going into a wrestling match. That is insane, you know. But I will say this though, Devon, I appreciate you reminding me of hot stuff because Cody Rhodes, you egg sucking dog, step up to the plate. I got cinnamon and I have chili oil hot stuff. I will make a batch special for you and I'm going to lather myself up, buddy. You step up to the plate. I got something for you. All right. You are going to pay the price of a Duke lifetime. You got that right. How about that?
You know, I could have, I was with you for a couple of, I was with you for a little bit, but then when you said lather you up, I could have did without that. I need to hear about them lathering you up. I could have did without that statement. You could have left that part out. See, you pull me in, you sucker me in, and you push me right out.
I love it. I
I'm just
absolutely
saying.
love it. I love it. I love it. When you said last week that I sound like I was aroused, you don't understand how many people hit me up about that. Oh, was Steve all right? Were you aroused? I was like, no, I was happy. Don't listen to him.
And now what you just said, yeah. Hey guys, put
Okay.
2 and 2 together.
I ain't never gonna live this one down now. You done got me in trouble.
No, you're
Oh
not.
my
Lather
God.
them up. Lather you up
Oh my God.
is
I gotta
what you
watch my
said.
words. Gotta watch my
So let me get this
words
straight.
now.
So let me get this straight. You were aroused last week, and now you want to be lathered up.
I'm
Just
just trying
saying.
to
I
win.
mean, listen, I didn't say this, and you can't blame me. It came out of your mouth, not mine.
I'm just trying to win. Okay.
You couldn't wait to get lathered up.
I'm just trying to win. All right. If I gotta
Remind
put
me
some
not to
chili
go.
oil on.
Listen,
Uh-oh.
what was that? What was that football player that got mad because a certain quarterback didn't invite him to his house for Thanksgiving?
Oh
It then went
yeah.
public on social
Yeah.
media.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not mad if you don't invite me over to Thanksgiving. I'm just saying,
Oh, you don't want me to
because
put on some hot stuff? Is that what you're trying to say? Huh?
okay, see now you keep digging yourself in a bigger ditch. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. You're aroused. You want to be lathered up, and you want me to come over for Thanksgiving so you can put hot stuff on. When we just determined that if you put that in my eyes, I can't see. So if I can't see, I can't defend myself away from you being lathered up and aroused. So either way, I'm done.
Hey,
Yeah, no,
I'm
I'm okay. I don't need to go over to your house for Thanksgiving. I'm good, man.
I'm tagging Oba in as soon as it happens. I'm tagging Oba in. Don't worry. I got the ultimate plan. Fix
I ain't
you.
gonna lie. This sounds like a bad prison movie.
I know it's right. It's an episode of Oz, right?
I mean, damn. Now you're gonna bring the big dog in there to hold me down. Okay. All right.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
The,
All right, listen.
the
Let me
last
get
thing
off
I
of
the
that.
last
What's that?
and there you go. You're getting off of it. I gotta come on. You keep talking, I'll pick everything out.
Oh man, I feel like I'm on Cameron and Mason's show now. Pause, pause. Everything is pause. You New York guys, man. I swear. Anyway,
Listen,
uh,
you're the one that keeps talking about being aroused. You're the one talking about being lathered up. You're the one talking about bringing Oba into it. And now you want to get up off of me. What were you doing on me in the first place after being
oh
lathered
my
up and
god.
aroused?
Oh my
See,
god.
you just did the old. See, now the real Duke is coming out.
That's it. That's it. Hashtag Hot
Wow,
Stuff Duke. Forget about Eddie Gilbert. God rest his soul. It's Hot Stuff Duke. That's what it is now, folks. All right. That's what it
damn,
is. You know.
damn.
Anyway, a good friend of yours, a good friend of yours, his contract has expired, and he has not signed a new deal. So there's not even a 90-day non compete. He is a free agent, a man known as Sheamus, who ironically is my mother's favorite wrestler because his skin is so white and his hair is so orange. Because we got Irish in our family, going all the way back to Jamaica. So my mother's favorite, Sheamus, is a free agent. What do you think about that?
I mean, he's been with the company for what, over 12 years, 13 years?
I think it's been 20. I think it's 20 years.
I mean, that's a long time, man.
Yeah.
That's a long time. Listen, I don't know if he's going to retire or not. Maybe go to AEW, maybe TNA. I don't know. But it might be time to walk away for a little bit and go somewhere else for a while. Maybe come back and finish your career if you're not going to retire. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
But
interesting.
I'm
Let me
sad.
give
I'm
you a wrinkle.
sad.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't be sad. He had a phenomenal career. He's won multiple titles. Um, he was a pleasure to work with. He was a pleasure to work with inside the ring with me as well as outside the ring. I've got nothing but high praises for Sheamus. Um, a hell of a worker, a really nice guy, very caring, very helpful. I mean, he made it very easy. I'm not going to say for the Dudleys because I don't know what type of relationship that Bubba had with Sheamus, but I know he made it very easy for me in the locker room getting back with the new generation. And you have to understand, people say, well, what do you mean he made things easy for you? You're Devon, you should be, you're an OG compared to those guys. Yeah, but, at that particular point in time, my time had almost passed and gone. So the new generation was coming in. And, you have to be able to learn how to step back and pass the torch and let the young guys go and do their thing. And Sheamus, helped me along the way with a lot of stuff during that time. So as much as I helped him, he helped me. We helped each other. So kudos to Sheamus. If this is your last, congratulations, my friend. You earned it. But if you're just leaving the company and going somewhere else, then all the most success for you at another company. And hopefully you tear it down like you did in WWE.
Banger after banger after banger, of course.
Huh.
Let me throw this. Let me throw this at you. Our friends over at Ringside News, Steve and the crew there, they wrote an article quoting Sheamus's agent, Nick LaPiccolo. And, Nick, he's been in a feud with Tony Khan. He credits Tony Khan for being the reason why the talent agency that he was working with, they no longer are in the same agreement that they used to have. Nick is now independent, but he still credits Sheamus as one of his clients. And Nick pointed out on his X account, which was covered by Ringside News, now good luck negotiating with the person you made the dirt sheets afraid to write about. So if AEW is interested in Sheamus, they're going to have to negotiate with this agent that they have been harassing, as Nick LaPiccolo has put out, and he has an abundance of evidence to support his claim. It is a claim by him. So have you ever heard of a situation like that where a talent agent has an issue with a company, and as a result, that could impact negotiations?
I've heard of agents not being able to cut a deal because they were so far off, but never to the point where an agent accused the company of bullying. I've never heard of that.
Because I remember through the years, didn't Vince McMahon, did he butt heads with certain people, certain agents? He didn't want to do business with them. Yeah.
Absolutely. But again, I mean, that's just the nature of the business. But this guy is literally saying that AEW's office bullied him, which is why he's no longer working with any talent there, I guess. Am I mistaken? Is that true?
No, that's true. 100%.
There you go.
100%.
It's
100%.
hard for me to look at Tony Khan as being a bully, but, I don't know. I'm not in the room and I'm not there with the negotiations, so you got to take him at his word. If that's what he felt, that's what he felt.
Yeah. Well, it's going to get interesting.
You can't deny the man that.
Yeah. It's going to get interesting. I think Sheamus on an AEW roster where you already have Bobby Lashley, there you have two guys. You also have Cesaro, Claudio.
Mm-hmm.
Those are three guys that should be the world champion, right? And yet I'm sure Tony Khan will find a way to muck it up because that's what he's good at. He's good at taking some of the most talented people in the world and not making sense with how he books them and just completely dropping the ball. And it's unfortunate. Look at Mercedes. Has Mercedes ever been AEW World Women's Champion? No. How is that possible?
Didn't she have multiple titles at one point? Wasn't it one of them the AEW title?
No, she had the AEW TV title. She never had the world title.
Oh, okay. Okay.
How is that possible? How? Like, what are we doing?
That is a question for Tony Khan. If you ever had him on the show, which I doubt he would ever come on, but that would be a question for him to answer.
Yeah. That's fair. Tony Khan, step up to the plate. Come on the show. Devon will make nice with you. You know, we'll have a nice conversation over some almond milk. You know, Tony Khan, he can't drink regular dairy just like the rest of us, so he's got to go with the dairy alternatives. So I've offered I will have a summit with Tony Khan with almond milk or soy milk, whatever his preference is. And let's sit down and let's talk about some of these things. Because I believe, Tony Khan, that with the right mentorship, you can save AEW and you might even be able to compete with WWE in a serious way. You know? But not with the booking that you have going on right now. I'll tell you that. You can't have MJF, who's as tall as me, be your world champion when Bobby Lashley is there. That just doesn't make sense. Can we agree on that, Devon, or you disagree on that?
No, I agree.
It doesn't make sense. Right? How can I be the champion if Devon Dudley's in the room? How does that make sense? Does anybody on the planet believe that I could beat Devon Dudley in a match? Anybody? I wouldn't even take that bet. Now, if it was Cody Rhodes, that's a different story. All right? Because I will get a polka dot belt and whoop him like a government mule. But that's not the point. We're talking about real stars. We're talking about real badasses. Uh-oh.
You know what? I just realized something. I can end all of this right now. I can give you a proposition, and I'm sure I'm friends with Cody. I'm not the best of friends, but we're friends. And I can also buy him a first-class ticket to Florida, put him up in a 5-star hotel, and have him get ready for his match on my show and on my BDA show. And if that's the case, I want it. Let me put it this way. I want it to be where he says yes, and then I call you and have you come down. I'll fly you down, put you in a top-notch hotel, and make the match myself if WWE won't do it. I'll book the match between you and Cody Rhodes.
Oh, come on.
In a steel cage.
He's afraid of me. He's afraid of me.
Weapons do count.
I'll bring the bull rope. He's afraid of me. I will show up. I will come out to his daddy's music. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? All right.
Which one, Americana or NWA?
Well, I do like the NWA, but I'll come out to the American dream. He's just a common man. All right. I'll come out, Jack. I'll wear the polka dots. All right. I'll straighten him out. Since he wants to be Ric Flair, I'll take him to school. Huh? I
want to say this. Before you get aroused and lather me up and ask for Oba to come down and help you like a bad prison movie, and then you get off of me, please don't sing in the process of it. Please. I'd rather you stick to the lathering and arousement before you start singing.
I'm going to get my hot stuff and I'm going to sing the high note, Jack. Don't mess with me.
I bet you are. Oh, you're going to be singing high notes. You keep messing around. Cody going to get you. You're going to be singing some high notes.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable.
See, and there you go, wanting to sing high notes. Boy, you just putting your foot in your mouth.
I don't know what is going on here. You twisted me up this week. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Have you caught any of the World Cup clips? I'm not even asking if you watched the game. Have you seen the clips? Because I swear they think they're WWE superstars with the way they act.
You mean the way
You been
they
watching
flop on the floor?
They flopping,
I
but they beating each other up too, man. They hurt each other
you know
out there.
but this has always been soccer.
Yeah.
But the unfortunate part is I've never had the opportunity. I didn't have the opportunity, especially this past weekend in 4th of July, because I was in Calgary. No, not Calgary. I'm thinking of Natalia and Bret Hart. I was in Montreal at the Montreal Comic Con, hanging out with my main man Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees,
Uh-oh.
and my man from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
So
we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this. All right. We got to talk
I was
about
having
this.
a blast, man. I was like a kid in
Yeah.
a candy store with those guys.
Yeah. You know what happened? Just so you know, Cody Rhodes did that to you. Cody Rhodes wanted to remind you about nightmares, so he sent Freddy Krueger after you. That's what happened, you know. You know that's what happened.
Listen, I had Freddie on one side, Jason on the other. And just in case things got out of hand, I got my main man, Ron Pullman from Sons of Anarchy. I had him down there just to make sure, Sons of Anarchy is a spinoff. Well, it's not a spinoff, excuse me. Aces and Eights is a spinoff from Sons of Anarchy. So I had to make sure that I had my back covered either way.
Listen, I don't know why you think that those boys could step to Freddy Krueger of all people. Brothers and sisters, I want you to go to Devon Dudley's Instagram, and I want you to take a look at the photo that Devon put up with him and Freddy, and I want you to see how terrified this big, multi-time Hall of Fame superstar. He with all the scars on his forehead and all that, all the tables put people through. I want you to see him next to Freddy Krueger, and look at how terrified Devon looked like he was held hostage. Okay, so we know how to straighten him out when he steps out of line. We know what to do. We know what to do.
Listen,
Just get these horror people.
I missed the perfect opportunity to get a picture with both of them side by side. We were at the hotel bar having dinner, and Robert England, Freddie was there first, and we were talking. We hit it off great. Great guy, loved it. And I was telling him how much I loved the movies, the Nightmare on Elm Street series, and all of that. And then I started feeling like I started feeling like what we call in the business a mark. Started feeling that way because I was asking him so many questions about the movie, and it was just fascinated by it. And then I finally got to understand when the fans come to us and ask us questions like that. Now I know why, because I'm that fan. And then I turned around to my agent to talk to him, to ask him a question for a good 10 to 15 seconds. I turned back around and to engage conversation more with Robert, and who's there? Jason from Friday the 13th, right next to him. I turned around, I was like, what the hell? I was like, this is perfect. I was like, I should get a picture. And I was just like, damn, I should get a picture. His real name is Kane, Kane Hooter. So I was like, man, get right in between them and get that picture with Freddie and Jason. That'd be great. But I was too scared to do it. I was too scared to do it. And, because I didn't want to feel like that guy. We were all sitting down talking, having a conversation. And I didn't want to be in the middle of the conversation. Hey, you mind if I get a picture between you two? Especially after they had been doing it all day at the Comic Con. And I felt weird. We were just hitting it off, talking about other things. And I was like, damn, I missed the perfect opportunity to have a picture. Me being in the middle and saying something like, see, it's not as bad as all. Jason and Freddie do get along. Because remember, Jason versus Freddie, the movie. So to get them both together, damn, I missed the opportunity. I missed that moment.
Listen, they would have taken you to Camp Crystal Lake, which is right off of Elm Street, and brother, there would have been some nightmares going on. All right, you're lucky. You're lucky that they didn't get their hands on you and hold on to you. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Well, again, I had my man Ron from Sons of Anarchy, and he wouldn't have let nothing happen to me. Nope. Oh, and I had my other boy. I had my other boy there, Tatanka, a Native American
Oh yes,
Tatanka. He was there.
yeah. He still looks good. He still
Tatanka
looks
was
good,
there.
man.
No, he looks
Yeah,
great, and I mean, as thick in a great way. He still got that muscle mass on him. He is a very, very big man.
absolutely. And I've seen his boys too. His boys look good, man. Listen, they may have to put a stable together. His son's and yours, man. That might work out. You know, jeez, there's some big, strong
Listen,
boys too.
they are big. They are big.
I wouldn't want to mess with them, bro. I tell you that right now. My goodness.
Well, look at the
Anyway,
dad.
yeah, exactly. You know. Anyway, Devon, honestly, man, I'm disappointed in you. I didn't realize that, like Triple H, you got a problem with redheads. That's why y'all are disenfranchising Sami Zayn. It ain't right. I'm not going to stand up for it. If I got to go out there with signs and protests and what have you, that's what I'm going to do. All of you out there, brothers and sisters, reach out your hands, reach out and touch somebody. I'm telling you right now, we are going to march for Sami Zayn. We will not put up with this CM Punk nonsense. Okay, it's bad enough we got to deal with Cody Rhodes, the egg-sucking dog. We're not putting up with Pepsi Phil. All right, we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out together. That's right. Anyway, what's the best way everyone can reach you there, Devon?
Oh, I can't help but laugh. Well, you definitely
That's
can
old
reach me
school.
on social media. Oh, that's very old school. But you can definitely reach me on social media, on Instagram at Testify Devon, as well as Twitter. You can DM me, things like that. I will get back to you. I can't get back to everybody, but I can try. Um, you can also find me on my YouTube channel at Devon Dudley Academy on Instagram. And, we just had a show, like I always promoted. We had a show on June 20th of this past June. And now we're going to do another one August 15th. And we're ready to come out guns blazing on this one.
Mm.
So we had well over 300 people. We're going to try to shoot for well over that amount on this next show. But if you want to take your wrestling level, you want to take your wrestling knowledge and all of that to the next level, give me a call at 407-790-7800. Call us anytime, leave a message on the answer machine if nobody is there to pick up. And we will definitely call you back, and you can follow your dreams to becoming a professional wrestler.
That's right. That's right. And as always, folks, Duke Loves Rasslin on Facebook, on X, Duke Loves Rasslin at gmail.com. Let me know what you think of the show. A couple of birthday shout outs. Definitely shout out to Queen Sophia G. Not only has she just graduated from high school, but it's her birthday. And I know that she's a huge WWE fan, big Devon Dudley fan. What do you got to say to Queen Sophia G?
Hey, yo, Queen, what's going on? It's your boy Devon. Just want to say happy birthday and do me a favor. Stay away from people that get aroused and that want to lube up and put hot stuff on you to blind you, and then get up on top of you. Stay away from that. You don't want nobody like that. Especially when they ask you to come over for Thanksgiving, they're just setting you up. So be careful.
Unbelievable.
But again, happy birthday, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Unbelievable. Listen, her father sent you a message on Instagram, and he told me, he said Devon said he's going to get back. So here we go. The clock is ticking now, Devon. The clock is ticking. Sophia she's a hairdresser. So I'm gonna have her put some hair on your head and then mess it up, just so you know, because you know that they do that now, right? You know that they can put a weave on your head now. You can have waves again now, Devon, or an afro. Would you like that?
Are you done? Sorry, my man, but you can't grow grass on a busy street, as Jesse Ventura would say. As he told the late, great Gorilla Monsoon.
What did Gorilla say? Would you stop? Wait,
Come on, Jesse.
One more before we go. We have Adrian Gomez. Ironically, we gave him a shout out last year for his birthday, so we're doing it again. Adrian is here from the United States, but he moved to China and started his own promotion out there, Middle Kingdom Wrestling China. They've been around for over a decade now. They're the number one wrestling promotion in China, and it's his birthday. He's a big fan of the show. When I first started podcasting, Devon, Adrian was the first person I interviewed. So how's that for a little bit of history there? But happy birthday, Adrian.
Oh,
What do you got to say to Adrian of Middle Kingdom Wrestling
yeah.
China?
Hey, Adrian, man, thank you for watching and supporting the show. Keep testifying and happy birthday, my brother. Get the tables.
That's right. Get the tables, Adrian. The fact that this Latino guy moved to China and started a wrestling promotion, and he's taken over. It's just amazing, man. That's just another example of how dreams can come true. You know, anyone can do it, including you folks out there. Which is why you got to check out Devon Dudley Wrestling Academy. You can be the next pro wrestling superstar if you're willing to put the work in. Learn from the best. Ain't that right, Devon?
Absolutely.
Damn right. All right, what do you got for the word of the week there, bro?
All right. The word of the week, I'm going to say, anybody that wants to lube, put hot stuff, lather themselves up, run. Run as far as you can. Because you don't know what's coming on after all of that's being said and done. That's all I'm going to say on that. I'm going to keep it real. And, Duke, I love you, man. Love you like a brother. But, you scare me sometimes, my brother.
Me.
As
I scare
superstar
you.
Billy, as superstar Billy Graham would say, brother, you scare me, brother. Brother, no, you can't do that.
I tell you, this is what happens when you hang out with egg-sucking dogs like Cody Rhodes and that Pepsi drinking freak CM Punk. I'm not testifying.
Oh, Duke.
Strictly for the culture every day. Stepping style in your unique way. Patterns and colors so defined. All about the perfect line. Be yourself, let your spirit fly. In this fashion, you'll touch the sky. Strictly for the culture, brand so fine. Dress to impress and show your shine. Strictly for the culture, every day. Step in style in your unique way.
Visit www.strictlyfortheculture.ca.
Backstage whispers and the crowds roar. From matching giants to legends of yore. Devon's wisdom and Duke's keen view. Every episode feels like it's brand new. Devon and the Duke bring the heat. Wrestling tales knock you off your seat. Tune in now, don't you be late. Wrestling podcast never fails.